Hello, I'm Mary Hennahan, and I'd like to start out by saying I will someday soon learn how to use Powtoons and some of the other FlipSnack and some of the other tools that have been recommended. But right now I barely have enough time to get the coursework done for this class, so I'm going to use YouTube. I would describe myself as a random abstract adventure seeker. I recently did Strengths Quest as a team building exercise, and Strengths Quest says my top 5 strengths are developer, connectedness, deliberative, belief, and arranger. I am the favorite aunt to 8 nieces and 3 nephews. I am employed full-time at Ivy Tech Community College in Central Indiana. I'm in the newly created position of Director of Instruction. In my free time, I volunteer with various hunger and poverty ministries, and I know someday I will return to my favorite vacation spot in Maine to kayak and enjoy life off the grid where cell phones don't work and internet's kind of sparse. My major is community college leadership, and I have a cognate in adult and community education. I plan to complete the community college leadership certificate and also get an institutional research certificate with just 1 or 2 additional courses. I had hoped to get that as a cognate, but it's not yet available at Ball State. Dr. Amanda Latz is the chair of my dissertation committee. Dr. Wessel is the departmental representative. Dr. Bo Chang is my cognate representative, and Dr. Marilyn Quick is the at-large member. If I stay on schedule, I'll complete my comprehensive examination in October 2018. I did have a setback this year with my father passing away, and I'm not sure I'll be able to take 3 classes this coming fall semester to complete my residency because I'm helping to take care of my mom. In regard to coursework and topics that I've been interested in since starting the program in January 2014, I wrote a paper on new student orientation used in community college. In another course, I wrote a paper exploring the relevancy of iPads majors to community colleges and whether or not they should be used in the same way that they are for 4-year institutions. I learned just on Monday that there are going to be new measures in place for fall 2015, and they will continue to use the fall cohort, but they will be looking at part-time and transfer as part of the measures. I did another project for my first research course regarding satellite campuses and student success. However, I had a great deal of difficulty finding enough resources, and Dr. Shim said, hey, maybe you've discovered a dissertation topic. Since I was the director of all of our off-campus locations for about 13 years, I'm definitely interested in satellite locations. Last semester I had an opportunity to compare students' final grades as they were taught by full-time or part-time instructors for college algebra. And I related this back to success at satellite campuses because most adjunct faculty are at our satellite locations rather than full-time faculty. As I reflect on papers and projects that I've completed, the projects and opportunities that were most meaningful to me are when I've had an opportunity to interview others and when the project has perhaps been able to make real-world differences. Last fall, I interviewed 2 low-income adult learners about their experiences and their struggles in education and how they've tried to make their lives better, but they face many obstacles along the way. Last summer, I did an alumni relations project, and some of the deliverables were to have been used this year, such as recognition of alumni at commencement, the alumni flyer, instead of being put in the student's chair at commencement, being mailed with their diploma, and adding a little paragraph to the sports programs and the play programs and other places where people are to connect them with alumni. I was on track until the alumni director left our region and the position was not refilled. Sorry about that. My computer timed out. When I was a child, I was a voracious reader. I read constantly. Mom had to come and tell me to turn the light out, go to sleep. I even started my own lending library for a while. Now I really don't enjoy reading as much as I used to because I just don't have the time. But I do find usually a few minutes to read for pleasure every night before I go to bed. I can't tell you the last time I read a book for pleasure. It's been a long time. As a writer, in the past I've been described as a good writer. I had high scores on SAT and throughout college career. In my prior employment, I wrote and received several grants, but much of my writing for work is really short, bullet points, get to the point, what do we need to know, rather than long narratives and paragraphs. They want just the facts, as Dr. Mulman has put it. When creating writing for class or for other reasons, I know I need to have a certain mindset to kind of get into the writing flow. If I don't have the correct mindset, I have a difficult time writing. I know sometimes I have to take a brief walk outside just to achieve this mindset. And by mindset, I don't really mean inspiration, but I need to frame my mind in order to concentrate and to write. I have a limited amount of time to complete writing for classes, so I have to force myself to write, and it's sometimes the only time I have available. I understand that writing is a continual process, and if I can put a piece away for a few days and look at it again with new eyes, I can always say or see ways to improve what was originally written. Now it says, describe my ideal work spot. Often I stay after work, as I'm doing tonight, to complete the writing for class. And I'm going to try to show you this. Turn the computer around. I have a nice desk. I have a computer. I have internet access. Just moved into this office a couple weeks ago. They painted last week, so I was waiting to unpack all the boxes before or after the painting. I've got a beautiful window, view of Fall Creek. I've got plants. I've got a bookshelf with appropriate books that I might need, and I just find it a quiet place with no distractions for working. At home, though, I don't have a desk. I have a nice, comfortable chair by the window. I prefer natural light whenever possible. And next to the chair, I have materials ready, like my notebooks with the syllabi. I have the APA style guide. I have textbooks that I might want to refer back to. And sometimes I have the TV playing or music playing in the background, just for some noise. So I think that was, let's see, oh, and I use my smartphone as a hotspot to access the internet. I think those were all the prompts in the introduction, so I look forward to working with each of you in class in the next 5 weeks. As I put in my post, this is a marathon, not a sprint. 5-week classes can be a bit daunting, and we will get through it. Thank you.